In the famous words of Stormfire Blizzard, greetings and salutations. Hey, guess what?
What?
Today is Tuesday,
Yay!
August 4th, and we are Topless Toy Talk episode, or we were at episode. What episode are we at?
51.
51.
That's
Did you know
pretty
that?
impressive.
Did you know that, chat? That means we've been doing this for 51 straight weeks because we have not missed a week.
Nope.
Should we take 52 off just to mess with people?
Probably not. We've got great guests lined up here. So
actually, that's true. We can't do that.
No.
Because we already have people scheduled. Anyway, so we are your body positivity podcast for the Cyberturn era.
Yes.
We thank you for joining us this evening for a conversation and whatever else happens. I don't know. It's hard to know. But I forgot to put up our little story for suggestions, so we're back to Body Positivity Podcast, and that tagline was brought to you by me.
It was.
Your
really
host.
Is. And I am your better host, and we are happy that you're here this evening. So thank you for joining us.
I tried a distraction technique. It didn't work.
No, it didn't.
I know.
It didn't.
I thought I'd switch it up, get a little crazy.
Sometimes it does work, though. Sometimes I'll go on that distraction route with you.
Yeah.
It normally just works when you're throwing things, like when you were what did you throw recently at me? Like
taco shells. And you got real excited about it.
Yeah. I was very excited when I caught the taco shells.
That is the best story I think we've probably told at the start here. Hey guys, this one time we threw some taco shells and somebody else caught it. I'm like, I bet that was a surprise and you had no idea that somebody could catch a package of taco shells.
I can. So
wild time.
That will probably come in handy someday. I don't know how. I don't know why, but probably.
I think the more exciting part of that story is that I threw the taco shells and I did not hit anything with them.
Well, that also is true. You have been known to accidentally break things when you're like, catch.
Yeah, I'm very not talented with my appendages and things that are launched from them.
I don't know what's happening right now. Who do we have in the chat? This conversation's gone real off the rails already.
You ready? 1, 2, 3, bam!
All right, we have Lyric Stitch. Hello.
That's a new name. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate you. Oh my God.
I also like that this person joined over an hour ahead of time. So that's fantastic. Good job on being first here in the chat and being an early joiner.
Yeah. They definitely beat
Danny. I mean, normally Danny is like the first one blowing it up with like all the messages. So you beat Danny, but thanks for joining. Lyric Stitch and Danny for joining. Hope everybody's doing good as always, which is what Webby always tells us. Hopes that everyone's doing well. And thanks for joining here, Webby.
I mean, I hope most people are doing well. I can't say everybody.
Yes.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that I'm like, I really wish you weren't doing well. But...
Or you're a little indifferent about.
Yeah. I hope you're doing a little indifferent today.
And then we have Stormfire Blizzard. That's a
I keep saying blizzard. Someday we're gonna figure out like the song, the noise. I'm like, maybe this is just it.
It could just be that.
Maybe it's just the weird noise.
Whatever weird things that produce from our mouth after.
I feel like I need like a kazoo or something. Like a kazoo should be part of this.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought about kazoos in a long time.
I mean, that's because I'm always trying to do the recorder and you're just not having it.
I know.
And our friends.
10 Collectibles. Hello. Thanks for joining. 10 Collectibles also has a great store. Was at BotCon. We saw him at TFCon last year. So if you're needing something cool and
like a pirate shark.
Yeah, like a pirate shark. That's your place.
We haven't got into the pirate shark yet, but we will.
Eventually we'll get there.
So I put a question in the chat, which was if you were part of a combiner team, what part would you be?
Yes, so we're getting some good answers here.
It's like Devastator with one leg, that thing, the lots of bear in toy story. I'm so confused.
There's a lot of references there that I don't understand.
Going to come back to this comment once I understand it.
Yes.
But
thank you.
Oh, and
what? Oh, Fanboy Prime, appendages. Things launch from them. You can't make a statement like that and expect me to act like an adult. Absolutely. And that is why you're here in the chat.
Do you think I act like an adult on any given day of the week?
Oh,
So I bet you're all wondering why I have this ravage on my head.
nobody is wondering that. Everyone's like, no, that's completely normal and on brand for you.
And it's because it attaches actually to your shoulder, except I don't have a shirt. So it's magnetic. And I don't know how it took me this far in my life to realize that that like shoulder pets are a thing. And I'm like, where do I get more of them?
Well, probably the
Like
internet.
it needs to be part of like my daily attire. Shoulder pets. And a new entry into the book.
Cornwell Wilson. Well, it was good meeting you at BotCon.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I think
seem really cool.
I think it was good meeting you.
We have our guest this evening.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Oh, we have a guest this evening,
Yes,
guys.
we
Did you know
should-
that?
We are gonna. So I'm gonna do a quick little introduction here of our guest
Okay.
because,
I think-
like I say every week, this is a very special guest, and I still mean it with every single guest. So this is somebody who we met in passing at BotCon, but who has also just really been blowing up, putting out a lot of fun content about Transformers, and we reached out. And they said yes, and are now here tonight. And there's so much more. I feel like
So
even
much
before we started, we learned out there's so many other creative outlets besides Transformers that I'm excited to explore with them. So we have the one, we have the only Cheyenne Obsession.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Cheyenne, I am so excited you're here. Would you like to tell folks who you are, what you do? Include as much or as little personal information, like last 4 digits of your PIN number, your grade school, all that sort
Mother's
of fun
maiden name.
that sort of fun information.
Hi, guys. I'm Cheyenne. As you know me as Cheyenne Obsession. I am just a normal girl that collects a bunch of different collectibles and works with animals.
Which I was super excited to learn about that you you work with dogs, and what you're planning here for so we're going to dive into the pet thing real quick because I really want to make sure we get into that is because that's such a unique thing that I've seen these pets before, but do you want to describe a little bit about what your dream idea is for your upcoming pet?
I want a poodle because I want to be a creative groomer that is basically not like that kind of groomer, just to let you know, stylist.
Don't
But yeah, a creative groomer is where you design different techniques like Night Before Christmas. My main goal is to do a Ghost Rider theme because it's never been done. Because Nightmare Before Christmas was done many times. The Alice in Wonderland. Someone I know, my mentor, did an animal with like fantasy animals and everything. She got like second place in like the competitions a couple of times. So I have a lot to live up to.
I love that. Well, I'm surprised that you didn't start off with Transformers as part of it.
So I want to. That is a goal to do the Transformer ones and do the designs. I want to do the head as like a Megatron's head because the ears are easier to maneuver, and you can style the hair like almost like because we use for poodles themselves, we use hairspray because it's very close to human hair. And the hairspray doesn't harm them because we wash them right afterwards. So it's the same thing where like cosplayers do. It's like go-to. I can't remember. It's a yellow can. And it works really, really well for poodles. You don't use them on other dogs. Only poodles. You got to remember that, people. You got to remember that. But yeah, it's a lot of work because some of these people I've been in this industry for like decades and they've been phenomenal. So I highly recommend you look into creative grooming.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's interesting. I know, like I've seen a little bit of it, but not. I haven't really thought about it.
No, I did. We saw one. I think we've seen one. There's somebody who goes to the farmer's market and they have their dog occasionally that has different colors.
Yeah.
But that's about it. So
someone I know did a golden retriever. Again, the dye is pet friendly. It's vegan and everything else. I have to clarify that. It was an entire rainbow on the dog's tail, the feathers. Not the fur itself, but the feathers themselves. The part that's very this way, the feathery hair, that's called the feathers.
Interesting.
Oh, very cool.
Like a golden retriever, so.
Already went. And
yeah, this is
I
love it. I'm so excited.
You're just like,
I'm
know.
so into it.
I can tell your level of excitement just was like,
It's right
this
there.
is the best conversation I've ever had in my entire life.
Yes. So we will bring it back to toys though. What was what toys did you have growing up, and do you actually still have any of them that are part of your collection?
So, unfortunately, I do not because I didn't start my collection until I was like out of my parents' house because my mom was not a big fan of me being in Transformers or cars or engines, but I liked cars and engines and I liked Transformers. So, robots in disguise were kind of like my big deal.
Right.
My first Transformer, I can say this, was a Bumblebee from '07. That was it.
Hot take: Bumblebee is overrated.
I like Bumblebee because he reintroduced me into my favorite fandom. So
Yeah.
he calls it closest to me. So
No, I don't dislike Bumblebee. It's like Starscream and Bumblebee are like the two characters I think that
it's overrated.
yeah, like they
Yes.
always like for some reason they're always somebody's favorite. Which I mean I can't really speak because I'm like Optimus Prime is kind of my guy. I'm like in Soundwave, right? But
Optimus Prime was my idol as a kid because growing up as a military brat, I can relate to him a lot because military background definitely hits deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. So you mentioned like that you liked Transformers because of the engines and like the mechanical stuff.
Correct.
So do you do any sort of like restorations? Are you like into mechanical things still, or is it mostly turned over to Transformers?
So when I was 11, I built my first motorcycle with my dad.
oh wow.
So I like playing with the engine. I haven't touched an engine in over a decade. So if you give me like time to I will go on YouTube and watch an entire video for like 2 days and probably put something together. My goal is to have my own Bumblebee car and I'll modify the engine and do all this technique. Like it doesn't look exactly like it is a Camaro from the 07 or 12, but I modify it the way I like it. So
Yeah, that's cool. I was gonna ask if
Oh.
by Bumblebee do you mean like a Volkswagen or a Camaro? But
Camaro.
yeah,
I want a
Camaro's
Camaro because I like the stick shift because my grandfather does stick shift.
Yeah.
So I want to drive a stick shift.
So this is actually something that I believe. So this is one of my like theories here is that there a disproportionate number of people that drive manuals. I think there's like a connection there of you being that type of driver and liking Transformers. So you are confirming my suspicion, and I like that.
So stick shift is a lot harder because you have to actually. I haven't done it in years, so I apologize. I haven't drove a stick shift in so long that I kind of forgot. So it'd probably be like riding a bike again, but it's you gotta like speed up, and you have to as you speed, you have to keep pushing the stick shift up, and it's just like because if you can't stop so easily because it's hard.
Right, absolutely. When you got into fights as a kid, did you say one shall stand, one shall fall before throwing hands?
I threw a desk at a teacher. I was not a great kid. No, it was one time, and that was it. I had a really bad temper as a child.
But what did the teacher do to enrage you that much?
I don't remember, but I think it was something to do with a kid screaming and wouldn't shut up. So I just threw this desk across, and the teacher was like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "He wouldn't shut up."
It's usually my go-to as well when people won't be quiet. I'm just like, time to start throwing desks.
Oh, yep. And Jackpot agrees. Three
I
pedals
agree.
is the only way.
I mean, I learned to drive on a stick, and so like that's all.
You
I drive.
understand. You
Yeah.
understand.
And so I don't know. I mean, like I feel like it's a dying thing, like cursive, which nobody likes cursive, so that can
That's
go ahead
not
and
true. I
just
like cursive.
die out.
So is leather making. Another
Yeah.
fun fact about me is I do leather making and belts, carving, all that stuff, all that jazz. And it was passed down from my grandfather, who taught me how to do leather making because my other brothers were not interested in it.
So by leather making, like what are the different what are the different types of things that you make?
So it depends on the hive, which
Mhm.
is the leather.
Yeah.
The carving part is where you basically carve a design. You have to wet the leather first off
Mm.
before you can carve, before you can like smooth the edges and everything else. There's a bunch of tools that you have to do. Sewing, like making a bag, you actually have a really, really long needle and you stick it in and it's really hard to pull it out because it's leather.
Right.
So, belts, keychains, bags, carving. I'm still learning more and more because there's different designs.
Mhm.
It's like cosplay. Again,
Okay.
that's another thing I used to do.
Oh, okay.
Belts are very easy for me. I can do them in 2 hours, not
Oh, wow.
even.
Hmm.
Keychains, 10 minutes, depending on what stencil you want in it.
Yes, fanboy. Throwing taco shells.
Yes, taco shells and death, like basically the same thing.
Actually, you couldn't plant these ideas because that's what it will devolve into is just me throwing taco shells at Sarah. I'll be like,
It does.
They're like,
Why are you
"Sarah,
throwing
higher your
taco
attitude."
shells? Why are you throwing taco shells? What did your wife do? You should
Well-
not don't throw taco shells at your wife.
Anything.
So the thing is, one of the things Rob likes to do is if I'm doing a task, he'll be and I will not be looking at him. He'll just shout catch, and he'll throw something random at me, like a bag of taco shells or a box of something, or like
a glass of water.
just something very unexpected. The one that got us in the most trouble was
No, not us. You.
well, no, you did it.
There was no
So
trouble.
He threw
That
it.
was
He
fine.
also doesn't have great aim. But I am pretty good like at catching things. So one time he threw a half full jug of milk at me when I wasn't paying attention, but it went up too high at our old house and it broke a light bulb so that we couldn't actually get the light bulb out of the light socket.
But the light bulb still worked. It was an LED one. It
was
was
just
not like a filament bulb.
The
So like
the globe around it.
the globe around
I
it is
see.
completely decorative.
So it is a very dumb game that
So
you play
don't
with
act
me.
like
I never do this to you, but
So,
you
I
throw
mean,
stuff at me and
you
I
come up with your own
I
game.
usually catch it.
Catches my game.
It is your game. It is your game. Do we want to maybe bring out the wheel
No.
of questions here?
No, we don't.
Because I like our actually no, I'm gonna take that back. We should do our Patreon.
I'm
here.
just gonna leave for a little bit. You figure out what you want to do. No.
No, let's
Okay.
do our Patreon here.
Oh, yeah,
we'll
actually-
talk about those folks.
Before we do that, so we put a little QR code up here
Oh,
in the
yes,
top
yes,
right
yes.
or left. I don't know what direction it is for everybody. For me, it's in the middle. Just kidding. It's in the corner. But anyway, that is a link that takes you to Cheyenne's Instagram. So if you're wondering what that's there and if you should scan it and why it says scan me, it's because you should scan it
Yes.
and follow Cheyenne. So
Yes.
that's that.
Yes.
And if it doesn't work, figure it out. It works. I tested it. I know. You can't.
So we will go over we'll do the slide here real quick.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Yes. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
You're a disaster.
I
today.
know. I'm having a rough time.
No.
I am just
So-
still a little hungover from our concert last night.
We can talk about that in a minute.
We will.
But anyway, so we have this thing that's called the Body of Official Bodies, aka the boob. And if you feel like helping keep things going, you can join. And we have a Discord where we talk about some stuff. It's low key, but very, very interactive
Yes.
sometimes. But just quick shout out for our current members. We have Ultimate Body
Fanboy Prime. So thank you, Fanboy.
Yep.
Um,
and our Bougie Bodies.
TF Toy Picks, who will be a guest here in a couple of weeks. So
Yes, he will.
I am very excited to have TF Toy Picks here on. We have Blue Destron,
which is our newest member, and he didn't fill out the new member form, and so we don't know what stuff to send you.
So
You should fill that out if you watch this. I sent it to your email and in Patreon, and I know you've got it at least one way, and now you're ignoring me. If you don't want fun stuff, that's fine. Just tell me.
but we do
Otherwise-
do a little dumb welcome package that's
Yeah.
fun. And then we have our extra basic bodies,
Which is the Crab Modification, who created the song that we have on our intro. He makes good music.
and Dave Wonder. So if you don't know Dave Wonder, I bet you know someone who does know Dave Wonder. He is one of the hardest working guys out there. He streams at least 3 days a week, goes to like 40 cons a year. Like
Also
he's,
raises a lot of money for children's cancer
yes. So
to cure it, try and cure it, not
Aw.
to
yes.
like give children cancer.
He
It's
does
the opposite.
a couple 24-hour live streams, but Dave's great.
Yeah.
So if you're not following him, you should definitely do that.
So, anyway, thank you all for
Yes.
your participation. We appreciate you. And if you don't participate, that's your own problem.
But we do what I think is a fun thing, which is our wheel of questions here. And we
boy.
put together a few questions, and when we spin it, the wheel will decide what question we are looking for you to answer. So
Are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
So
you,
there
you
are.
were just saying you were just saying things.
I
and
know.
so-
I'm talking. It's because I am really actually legitimately tired.
It's
I'll
like,
turn
what
it
is
around.
what is going on here?
I'll turn it around. So, how much of your collection is nostalgia versus a reflection of your interest today?
That's a good one. It's like ADHD brain, it changes. I can't give it a direct answer because I'm like, but and honestly, nostalgia wise, I would say, I guess you would say I collect as many things that I wanted as a child to now, and I'm like, hey, that's a reflection of my childhood. Oh, that's another reflection of my childhood.
I feel like the nostalgia piece is something that I don't know. To me, it comes and goes. It depends on what it is, right? Like, I don't collect. I know I've said this a lot, but I'm gonna say it anyway because
Do it.
because I can. I don't collect Transformers because of nostalgia. Because as a child, I was given Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and
Right.
so I had Ninja Turtles as toys when I was a child and growing up,
And you still have Ninja Turtles today.
and I do. I do.
You just expanded.
I just expanded. So yeah, like the Transformers don't do the nostalgia thing for me, but there are things that I acquire just like, oh, that hits home.
Yeah. So again, like I said, I didn't have a lot of that stuff growing up. So it was more like I got Barbies, I got tea parties, I asked for Pokemon cards one year, I got a Barbie instead, and I was like,
Isn't it just
So-
funny how you can be like, hey, this is what I want, and somebody else will make a decision, be like, no, you get Ninja Turtles.
Oh no,
yeah,
so this is, I don't know if I've ever told this story here on the stream,
Okay.
but you're reminding me of, like, also I actually did want that stuff. I wanted, dolls and some of those like things. And my dad, so I grew up on a farm. My dad is like, he's like a man's man. So, he likes steak, he likes agriculture, he's just that kind. Like, if you picture the epitome of the guy who was the homecoming king from a small town, like, and then he stayed there and was like, all of those preconceived ideas in your head, I promise you right now, that's my father. He still wears the same jean size he did in high school because he
Super
works
nice
out.
guy.
Yeah, nice guy. Like, I just have to have you paint
very
that mental picture.
stereotypical.
Yes, all the stereotypes. So when I turned my 12, when I was, I think it had to be like 11 or 12 for that Christmas, he was trying, he's trying to find, how can I relate to my daughter? And he got me a weight bench for Christmas.
I am so sorry.
A weight bench. And like, he still defends it to this day as like, this was the greatest gift he ever got me. But
It would have been if you used it.
in his defense, like, he was trying to find a way to relate to his daughter. He just totally missed the ball on that one.
Okay. So I had to go directly to my mother when I was 13, 14, and I told her, like, listen, I understand that you don't want to give me Transformers. Can we work on one thing? So she's like, what do you want? I'm like, it has to be Disney. So I smiled like a Cheshire cat. I'm like, Nightmare Before Christmas. So every year to this day, she has gotten me a collectible Nightmare Before Christmas. I have a
Oh.
giant
Oh,
poster
I
back
love that.
there, and my back wall, which I'm putting up a big poster, has the entire hill with the pumpkin patch. So I have so many collectibles of Nightmare stuff that I'm like, well, I can't say no.
That-
You laid that foundation. It's gonna be there forever.
that happened
So
with
it
me
was
in
like,
college,
it
too.
was the compromise. I was like, I'm not going to complain, but at the same time, I'm like, After Transformers, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. I have too much. Too much.
That's so great. That's so great. So we do have former guest and friend of the show that we've now started something.
Deluxe.
Where
Are you
this
gonna whisper
one.
with me?
Yeah.
Deluxe.
So we had Deluxe was a former guest. He's wonderful. We've met in real life a couple of times. He was at BotCon as well, so you may have run into him. But for some reason, this one started joining Deluxe's live stream and putting in super chat saying "Say my name."
Well, because he
And-
was like talking about all the people that he met at BotCon or whatever, and he's like, "There's so many I can't name them all," and I was like, "Watch me," you know, like he's like, "I'm not gonna say all names. I'll forget somebody and feel bad," and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna say my name, Deluxe."
So
You challenge you put the challenge there.
Yeah.
We're going for it.
No.
Family says that's why you're so swole.
Yes. But Deluxe is a great guy. Also,
Yeah.
not following him. You should give him a follow.
That was like 12 times we said Deluxe. So
I know.
Deluxe.
No.
No.
Deluxe.
This is the most random thing we have going on tonight. Oh my god! Like, actually, we didn't. Oh, so the funny thing about this is why I was gonna say about Deluxe's stream is like, so he does it with Deemer's Dominion, and the funny thing about their stream is called Double D's,
Yes.
and it's on Sundays, and we missed it last night because we had
Two nights ago.
what day is this?
Today
Tuesday?
is Tuesday.
What did we
bro.
do on Sunday?
I have no
How
idea.
did we miss it?
I have no idea what we're doing on
Oh
Sunday.
gosh, never mind. I thought this was Monday, and
Why would
I
you
was like,
think
we
if
missed it
it's
because
Topless Toy Talk on Monday?
we were at Cybertronic Spree, but
Nice try.
oh
Nice try.
my god.
Man,
Anyway.
you were a disaster. You're
Both of
worse
us.
than me.
Hey.
He's all over the place like I am all the time.
Oh,
24/7.
hey, look at this.
We can fix ourselves. This is why we have the wheel, because we can just like, ooh, look, shiny thing. We can move back to
Like,
that.
I'm sorry, but this is like the most ADHD stream we've ever had. Like, normally, one of us is able to contain ourselves, but
Not tonight.
we're ridiculous.
If you woke up tomorrow and the entire internet was gone, would you still collect with the same intensity?
I like.
Yes. 100% intensifying it. I just butchered that horribly.
It's all right. Welcome to the party.
So, yes, I would collect it. I probably would collect other things besides Transformers, like Pokemon, Night Before Christmas. I'm just a big, weird, anything unique that sticks out.
Yeah, I think I would probably have a smaller collection, to be honest, because what gets me is just browsing things, and I'm like, oh, that's neat, that's neat, that's neat. All on the internet. But if I had to go into a store and I could only get like what was in the store because there is no internet, I'd probably just go to my one section, you know, be like Transformers, and again, I'd leave. I probably would. I don't know if I would go up and down all the aisles and look for stuff.
Well, you're not a girl, so you don't have girl problems.
I mean, I don't know. We want to talk about who has girl
No,
problems.
I'm talking about like just earrings or shirts, and she understands what I'm talking about, right?
You know, the thing is I really don't. Like, I would say of the packages that come to the house, it's like 80% you.
I'm the shopaholic.
He
I'm
is.
being honest.
I lived a very like Spartan, barren life, like prior to him.
You had two brothers and your dad, and so it's like you didn't have the girly girl influences. I did though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am the one that's like sparkles and rainbows and unicorns. Actually, I have a pegacorn that is on my nightstand.
It's just different thing. And then I'm also allergic to metal, so I actually can't wear
yeah.
earrings.
Okay.
So I love your bumblebee earrings that you have in some of your videos, and I'm always just very jealous of people.
So the metal itself is it's not allergic. It's stainless steel. Certain metals I'm allergic to, so I can't wear like Claire. Certain Claire's products, I just can't wear a lot of that stuff, so it has to be stainless steel and real metal, because otherwise my ears just inflammate.
Yep. I've not found any metal that works.
Okay.
Which is weird, because like if you put metal, I don't know how to make this not sound weird, but I'm like, if you just like rub metal against you, right? It's not a problem. It's like through your ear hole.
Something
Like,
is, yeah.
So the ear itself is more sensitive than most of the body. So for example, I have a tongue ring. I had to be stainless steel because certain piercings, you're allergic. It's just because something's in your skin for so long that it will start corrosion in there, because the body is just like, what is that?
Yeah.
So it needs to be something that's clean and not rusted and so on.
That's the problem. You have too many rusty metal things.
Okay, I don't put rusty things in my ears, but I do like to have rusty metal things. That I will save all the rusty metal things.
Yeah, I know you will.
I would definitely have a junkyard if it wasn't for you.
I
That's,
know
what,
you
that's what I would collect is just all the rusty
That's
things.
why, like, I know we always joke about like hoarding versus collecting.
Oh no,
right?
I'm a hoarder.
Like, and I'm like, well, this is a collection. The boxes in the back room, that's the hoard. But I'm like, you legitimately just like squirrel away stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like just to put it in a drawer, put it in whatever else.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, I can only wear this.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Someday, we're just like, the purpose of the look is like someday we're gonna get a sponsorship that
Yes.
somebody's gonna be like, here, let me send you fancy pearl necklaces.
I mean, that'd be great.
Oh.
So
Oh, by the way, hello, Patreon. Remember, we were just talking about you moments ago and how you did not fill out our new
Yeah.
intake form.
fill out the
So
intake so we can send you a care package.
thank you very much.
So I actually have somebody ordered Starscream prior.
Oh,
So I'm getting a Starscream in a couple of weeks.
nice.
Someone actually ordered it for me as a friend. So I was like, oh, I almost cried because I was so upset that Target just completely just like, okay, we're not going to have any Starscreams. Yeah, that's a rant.
So
This is the perfect. That's a
so
perfect
that's
setup.
yeah, because that is my rant of the week here is now I was fortunate and I got it I got it through Hasbro Pulse. So I don't know how I must have been right on time because they went almost instantly on Hasbro Pulse too, but I did Starscream and Prowl, both of them.
I did get Prowl. My Prowl is actually in the other room. So
Okay.
I'm so
That's
happy
good.
about that one.
Yeah, that's good. But then I also ordered on Target because I'm like, just in case, I'm gonna do second order because it's Target exclusive. And yeah, my Target ones were canceled, and I'm like, I probably would have canceled it anyway because I'm like, I don't need all of them, but or we would have put it in the giveaway pile.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like so I was trying to think of what was the other Target
Insecticons.
But there was one they did a few years back though. There was something they did, or no, the for Minosaur, the Stunticons, because they did those. Some of those weren't they Walmart exclusives, but there was like one of them that nobody could get their hands on, and Hasbro Pulse or whoever said they learned from their mistakes the last time, and that like they were gonna fix like the situation, and they just so happened to make the third seeker of 86 line Target exclusive, and now they're canceling everybody's orders. I'm trying to figure out did they short stock it? Did they not think?
So I actually
buy
did some
it?
research on that.
Okay.
Apparently, and this is something I just heard by ear. Okay, take it with a grain of salt. So apparently, Hasbro's been having problems with their stocks overseas.
Oh.
Because the boats are not getting the stocks, there's no exclusive toy. So that's the problem they've been having for a while, actually. I have an insider, basically, that's someone I know, can't say names, but because, yeah.
Right.
Hasbro's been having a lot of problems with just getting toys. They're getting a problem getting it shipped over to the United States. They can get it easily in Europe and obviously in China or in Japan. United States, it's a little trickier because I don't know if the tariffs are still going on or not, but that really did mess them up. So people are just not happy with that. So they're trying to be like, we're just going to make extra money exclusive, maybe get deals out of this so we can make extra money because they get a percentage. Target's not the best company, in my opinion.
I mean, and when we talked to some people at BotCon, 10 Collectibles, he mentioned that too, is like that they were having a hard time getting stuff in because of the cost of things. And so, but during the pandemic we had that thing where things got stuck in ports forever.
Oh, yeah.
Shipments
That was the situation.
and whatnot. And so I don't know, here you go.
Yep. See.
Yep. See.
Or
Yeah.
just stuck on a boat. And so
It's usually the boat problem, and you have to go from custody or whatever it's called, where they have to go through all that stuff, and they take their time to the point that they'll be months behind.
Yep.
So-
Everyone separated runabout and yep, they did that too.
But for the hey, JMJ, what's up?
And that I think that's the thing that gets me the most with some of these exclusives. And so if it's stuck on a boat somewhere and the boat comes in, this will be the end part of my rant.
Okay.
Here. and the boat comes in a few weeks or months or whatever, right? And then they have all the stock and they can put it up and everybody can get their things, and that's cool and all. Like, fine, right? But the problem is, I think people were anticipating that everybody's going to want Starscream, right? Because he was the third one they released, and it's a Target exclusive, and so like I think it's being scalped like crazy right now.
That's probably true.
Like I saw, we were talking to Jackpot, and he was showing us that people are buying it for like $150, and I think
Someone's bidding it for 100. I saw that on my Facebook and one of
Yeah.
the Transformer groups, and it was like, why?
yeah. So I think, well, because people are trying to complete the 3,
Seekers,
seekers,
yeah.
and,
People
and
pay outrageous monies to complete a lot,
yeah.
a wave.
So I think that's my biggest issue with it in being an exclusive is like, if you don't make these figures the exclusives one, like make it something random that nobody cares about. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Sea spray.
sea spray. Like,
Or
I mean,
beach coat.
actually sea spray was, I think,
know.
but
I'm just being ridiculous because now you've started this sea spray shrine.
shrine. I did
Yeah.
get a new one in the other day. I
Yeah,
should have
yeah,
brought that down. Anyway. So yeah, like, come on, Hasbro, like, let's get together here.
But
like,
also, like you do, so I'm curious if you do this as well. Is if it's a figure that he is fairly nervous if it might get canceled or whatnot, he'll order the same figure from like multiple places. So he'd order on Hasbro Pulse and Target, like he
Mhm.
said for this one. Do you do anything like that?
Actually, I do not. I actually have some control. So, as you know, I have other expenses. I understand that as a
Yeah.
dog groomer, I have other things to pay for. So I will buy a couple of toys here and there. Maybe I'll get a certain deal or something. Most of the time, I enjoy hunting the toy down. Or I'll have a friend somewhere that's like, hey, you live around 5 different Targets. Hey, you live around 6 different Targets. You let me know. I'll pay for the shipping. It's very easy. So it's more like I have friends that know a lot of people and know a lot of things where I just get directly from certain vendors.
See, and that's nice when I think you have connections or little groups that help each other out like that. And like, I don't know, maybe I need to find one.
Yeah.
So then I don't have to like, actually, I'd still be the person that would order 2 of them and be like, I got you, bro. Right.
Well, actually,
Oh,
what happened with the Insecticons?
'cause,
is
yeah.
like you ordered, you didn't cancel one of them, you were going to return it.
Yeah.
to-
My Insecticon showed up from Target and Hasbro Pulse. And so I was just going to return from Target. But then I was talking to somebody today and they're like, hey, my Insecticons got canceled. And I was like, I got you, Like,
yeah. So it's
Um,
usually people call me lucky because I'm very I don't do anything. I'm just very lucky with certain things, but I don't push my luck.
Hmm.
So it kind of just happened. And I'm just like, what do I have to? Because I have to get back to the universe with my luck. It's like I make sure to give back because it in return it gives me back. It's like you do something good, you get it 10 times full. You do something bad, and yada yada. You know the drill.
Mhm.
So it's the same model that I go by. Is that I make sure to help as many people as I can. In return, I get my lucky Starscream, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
honestly, I don't even know if I could do this.
I know what sea spray sounds like.
But we're gonna work on this for next week though. So when Deluxe pops in, he's like, "Say my name." We're gonna
say it in a sea spray voice. Oh,
but I know a lot of people are actually into hunting figures, like, and I'm
It's
I'm
fun.
the opposite. Like I do not find it fun to go to stores and look for things,
oh, I do.
mostly because that's when I just buy more stuff I don't need.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if
I buy
anything-
so much
don't know,
more
so-
in store.
Yeah.
Well, than I do like online. But what I really like is to go to like thrift stores or like
Oh yeah, they're fun.
junk stores, and like that's a deadly place for somebody like me that likes to collect weird things, or wants to find like rusty things. Like I don't like to go to the clean like antique stores.
Oh,
I want to
God,
go
no.
to the ones that are like just a little bit rough around the edges, because that's where you can find the really like weird things. Because I
Those
grew
haunted
up.
treasures.
Well, so like where I grew up was a very Catholic area, and so a lot of the churches have closed down and whatnot, and so I like to go to the thrift stores where you can get some like weird like Catholic memorabilia or like stuff from old Masonic lodges. I don't buy that much of it, but I just like the idea of being able to look through some of that stuff is just very interesting to me.
So may I add a rant?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So
rant away.
I don't like to shop on Amazon for toys exclusive because I got my first Shockwave because it was the first time I was so excited for 86 Shockwave. Next thing you know, I get a Siege Shockwave with no parts and a Studio Series Shockwave box. I got figure swapped the first time in my life.
Oh, wow.
I was like, not happening again. I wanted the figure because I like the Siege collection.
Yep.
I didn't like the fact that I didn't get the parts. I didn't get my Shockwave. So a couple weeks later, I found a Shockwave in my Walmart, and I was so happy. So, just don't order from Amazon, please, because it's horrible. Because I'm not the only one that goes through that. I hope.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about that before.
water.
I think the only figures I order off Amazon are, well, the exclusives, right? It's like if I have to.
You haven't
but-
run into that, like the figure swapping there, but we have seen it a lot at our Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
So I live in a very small town. So I'm like one of the few. I'm not the only one, but there's a lot of people. There's a lot of storage in there, so it's very nice because not everybody. It's very niche. So you'll get like a whole set coming in like on Tuesday. You walk in at 8 o'clock in the morning or maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. There's a full stock, and then by the end of the day, they're all gone. So.
Yep. And I think a problem we have here locally, and now this is just my perception. So either we have it's one of two things.
Yeah.
Either toy sales aren't very high in our area, and so our stores don't get stock. Because we were talking to somebody one time at one of our local, actually, where was it where we used to live? I can't remember. We talked to somebody one time and they mentioned that their store did not get a lot of stock of the toys because they did not have high toy sales. So they send them other places. But anyway,
That makes sense.
so it's that, or like just like scalpers galore. Like the people in the area know when things get put on the shelves, and so they just go get it and it's gone. But 9 times out of 10, if we go into a Target, a Walmart, like any of the bigger stores, like they don't have anything. Like there's like 0 Transformers. They usually have a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. Actually, there's a ton of that. But yeah, like there's hardly ever Marvel Legends or the Hammond collection stuff. It's just like bare empty shelves most of the time. Austin, I think about trying to be a pretty girl every day of my life, and this is what I get in return. I don't know.
So I don't know if you're a Pokemon fanatics.
A little bit, yes.
So there's a big thing going on with the Eevees, sleeping Eevees. So one couple months ago, my store was stocked with every Eevee possible, and my best friend and I were looking at each other like, we're getting them now because they're not going to be here. And next thing I know, they restocked it again. I'm like, what? But there's no Transformers, but there's stock full of just Pokemon. Yep. And I'm like, we want Transformers, but you're just going to stock a whole bunch of Pokemon. What?
That's interesting. Well, and I mean, but I wonder too, is it the card sales? Because like Pokemon goes into so many different, if they're selling a lot of cards, is there like a correlation then to plushes and like to other toys versus Transformers? It's just like I understand there's video games and there's other things, but it doesn't cross as many different places and in sort of the same way that Pokemon does.
So Pokemon is very big in hit. Also the game, I'm looking at one of your comments. I'm sorry. I'm also hooked on Power World. I love Power World. I like the power with the machine gun.
Yeah. I started to play. Okay, so here's my problem with Power World, and actually any other game like it, is I'm not creative when it comes to like base building and stuff like that. And so I make these like really horrible bases, or I think I'm doing well, and then like I get to a point where like production stops or whatever, and so then I have to scrap it all and start all over.
It's very
and
irritating.
So like I'll spend like 40 hours, like where normally people are like 3-4 hours into the game, I'll spend like 40 hours right there just trying to make like the first base or whatever. And so anyway, I just always get frustrated and just quit.
I love doing it. I will spend hours. Like I used to play Sims when they had going back to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, they had the underground stuff, and I would just decorate my base. I would like my best friend and I, or my brother, he and I would literally go back and forth with the base, so we can get rid of the rocks. Because in the game you have this square and there's a bunch of rocks and boulders. You can get rid of almost all of the boulders, maybe like 3 or 4 that gotta stay. And I would literally decorate it. Same thing with what is it called? That game that's on the Switch. It's New Horizon. I don't remember what it's called, but basically I did so many details. I mean, waterfalls. I hyperfixate with that kind of stuff.
See, I'm not, but I'm the type of person that can't just have a trash base because
Yeah.
It's
Like-
very like I actually a lot of your video games I like to watch you, but except if you have to build something, I'm like, nah, I don't want it.
Oh.
I don't want anything to do with this
Because, like-
it's so irritating to watch him spend 40 hours and then just tear it all apart. I'm
Yeah.
like, I cannot handle this.
because like in the process of like building, I learned something. I'm like, oh, time to start over, and so I can't just like move on to another place. I just like wipe it all out. But
Not okay.
you know, the other problem is I always have like these very elaborate creative visions that I just can never quite execute on. So then I get it built and it's just a square. It's like a cube. You know,
So
like,
I'm guessing Subnautica is not your thing either.
oh man, like I played Subnautica and I thought it was great. Like I really liked it until I spent like 40 hours trying to build a base, and then I just
all over.
like I spend the amount of time that it would normally take to like complete one of those games or something, just trying to build my first base, and so then I'm just over it after I spent so long, and I just move on.
Well, so JMJ is asking the right question of where do you find time for this, Rob? Actually, what was the one before that?
That was on. It's a PS5 game, but the one, the building one, Satisfactory
Yeah,
was
you
the
got
last
stuck on
building one.
Satisfactory.
And now, have you played Satisfactory? You're laughing like.
Oh no, I'm reading up the one that
Okay,
says
okay.
Tom Nook is the loan shark and is an asshole. So I was like laughing at that part. I see wait, is that an 86 Blitz? I do not
Yeah.
own a Blitz. Oh wait,
This
someone
one
had.
just
Oh,
came in today.
nice.
This came in today, so.
Nice.
Unlike, you know, Starscream from Target did not get canceled. But no, so like Satisfactory is like a base build. It's like a production game, right? So it's like you build a factory to produce something, to be able to build a bigger factory, to be able to produce like a more advanced thing, to build another factory to build even more advanced stuff, right? And like you're mining the ores and you're feeding it into like the space elevator with under the guise of like you're saving civilization, right? You were dropped on this alien planet.
So it's a tycoon.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tycoon type thing.
Yeah.
But the problem with it is very similar, where like I keep learning things in the process. So it's like I built these big factories, and then I'd be like, oh, I can do this better, and so I wipe it all out. And I probably spent like 200 hours playing that game, and I did not finish it
No.
because like I got to the next stage where you had to build like another factory, and I'm like, well, I still haven't finished my other 3 factories, and so like, so I had to take a pause on Satisfactory. But if you like production type of games and like the building type of
Survival.
stuff, yeah.
I'm a simulation girl. I like
Yeah.
Sims. I like where you can customize. I like the survival games where it's open world. I like a lot of those type of games, and it has to be pretty designs.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I'm like pretty designs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, I mean, yeah, Satisfactory is kind of like that. You can make a lot of there's a lot of customizations and stuff, like, and there like, and you can either play to where there are threats around, like there are kind of some monster type of things, or you can set them to be passive if you really want to. So it can be kind of like a chill factory building game, like, or you can kind of have to navigate some monsters, you know. And so I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I recommend it if you want to lose a lot of time.
Do you feel like you have too much free time?
Yeah.
Here's the thing for you.
Well, and okay, but the worst part about it is like you don't realize how much time you've played until you're like, oh, I'm just gonna build this one part of this factory, and then there goes 12 hours, right? Like it's a very addicting game. Yeah, No Man's Sky. I've tried No Man's Sky several times, fanboy. And I like it. I like it a lot, but for whatever reason, it's kind of one of those things where I get so far into it, and then I get distracted, and then when I pick it up again, I have to start over because I'm like that. I can't just pick it up.
Because you are a person that is a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like,
that is you nailed it. That is 100% the problem.
But I'm not good at it, and so like the perfection piece.
so
never
you have
comes.
severe OCD to a perfectionist level, but the problem
Yeah,
is you
there
get
you go.
frustrated to the point that you're like, you're just like proud. Fuck this.
Yep.
That's exactly
Yep.
right.
I'm like, I had
Man,
good plans.
she nailed you
I had
so
good plans.
good.
This was going so well, but never mind. Oh hey, you know who else is here?
Agent Z-Man.
Yeah.
The agent who never
Nice.
sleeps.
Yeah. Agent Z-Man, did you go? Are you in the area where TF Nation is? Did you go to TF Nation by chance?
No.
Star Miner on my list. Similar No Man's Sky. Hold on. You guys talk. I'm gonna make a note of that.
Okay. All right.
Bioshock is amazing. I love that. So the other thing I played, my favorite game as a kid was Alice Madness Returns. Alice Madness. Alice McGee. American McGee was spot on. It was a dark take on Alice in Wonderland because it was just dark. It was a new taste of like the original classic, and it was just fun. I recommend it if you're into like Tim Burton style, like creepy and spooky. It's a very fun game. It's very easy to do. It's available on 360 and on Steam. So it's a hard game to come by, but once you get your hands on an Alice Madness Return game, you're never going to put it down.
Yeah, I've heard that really good things about that one. I think I bought it on sale last year.
Oh, and you've
and
just not gotten
it's
to
just
it
in
yet?
my backlog. My gaming backlog that's infinite.
I have the Cheshire Cat tattooed on my arm.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So, yeah.
And you also have on an arm, to bring it back to Transformers.
So this is actually going to be 3D, basically 3D, almost like my arm is metal.
Oh.
So I'm just in the process of fixing it. It's just right now, other bills have to be taken first before you can like fix that. So
Bills.
Yeah, bills.
Pays
It's
bills.
called adulting.
I suppose.
Wife plays that?
Alice Madness Returns. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a wonderful game. Yeah, Halloween, it's great. Pinocchio is really good. There's a new game coming out. I can't remember what it's called. That's very similar to that style. So it's just those type of games. They're very niche, but they're fun.
What was the game? Let me see if I can remember this real quick off the top of my head. That it was like a Dark Souls like type of game, like a Souls game, but it was like Pinocchio themed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what was that? Because I've started to play that. And
it's Pen or something. I can't remember. Let me look it up.
You say some words while
I mean, I don't know anything about any of these video game things at all. So we're in a realm where I can't really contribute too much.
Yeah, just talk some of your nonsense.
Well, so since we're talking about dark stuff here, you also told us some interesting facts about like ghosts, and that you said you had a really good ghost story that would maybe get me to believe in ghosts. So let's hear it.
I found it. Interruption time. Liza P.
Liza P. That's the one it is. So it depends on what ghost story you want, because I'm originally from Long Island, which is the one of the most haunting areas is Long Island. You have the Amityville house there.
Ooh.
So another thing you need to know about the Amityville house that you could research as much as you want. You're better off talking to a medium or a psychic than to really kind of talk to the publicity. You have to believe in this stuff, but I can tell you the best I can. So when it comes to ghosts and it comes to mediums, they have what's called a radio in their head. It's almost like a radio in their head where they can see the veil behind the veil, but those who don't have their sense, it's like a sixth sense.
Okay.
They're basically a sensitive, they could be a psychic, they could be a medium, and variations. I have run into multiple things as a child. My first experience of paranormal activity was on Halloween in my basement. That was the fun time of my life. My dog Bailey, bless her soul, is a log. Doesn't do anything, doesn't move anything, doesn't do nothing. Growled at the door in the corner. I was like, there's nothing there. I'm watching Transformers, by the way, 07, because it's my comfort movie. I don't even watch it. I just put it on. I go to sleep. I'm good. I heard my name crystal clear, Cheyenne. There's nobody in my room. I felt a chill down my spine. My dog's growling, barking. Her hair is sticking up. Animals are basically the type that tell you there's something here that shouldn't be here. So I went upstairs, played the movie, brought my dog upstairs because I was like, I'm not sleeping in the basement tonight. No, I have a room in the basement. It's a closed-in room. It's not the basement, but there's a story behind it. I'll get to that. Later in the evening, Legos were spilled all over the floor. My mom literally kind of like stepped on a Lego and broke her ankle.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So she's okay, but she was like, did you do this? I'm like, I was asleep. Why would I do this? She's like, you left this Lego here too. I'm like, no, I didn't. I wasn't there. And I'm like, why would you blame me on something? I'm sitting on the couch scared on my mind. It's Halloween. And you're like telling me like, no. So there's that. There was the mirrors. So there's a story behind mirrors where if you reflect a mirror versus another mirror, you're opening up a portal.
Oh, huh.
So it's bad juju. You don't reflect each other's mirrors because they open things up.
Okay.
That's just what I was told. And I've seen enough things in my life that I'm like, not messing with that. Mirrors are basically a reflection of the other side. So there's that. There's a lot of things I could tell you, but we don't have a lot of time. But one of the stories my friends told me was that he had an exorcist happen in his house. He was playing with a friend on a Ouija board. Now, here's the thing about Ouija board. I understand that. Ouija boards are not supposed to be messed with unless you know what you're doing. It is a tool. I understand that. It is a tool. You do yes, you say no. You say you do not follow after you say goodbye. If you don't say goodbye at the end, things will actually follow you.
No, I don't think you should mess with stuff that you don't understand.
Yeah,
exactly. Like
I had a friend one time that brought a Ouija board, and I was like, nope, I'm out.
So the friend I was telling you about, his name is Michael. Michael went over. He's like, he's me. You just don't mess with things.
Nope.
Always close the session. You are correct. My friend Alex is saying yes. You are correct.
Well, so this is how now. I mean, I guess you could chalk this up to if you want to play into OCDs, but like so. I feel like I have had several like experiences with ghost spirits, whatever you want to call them, in my life. Like when I was a kid, I saw one in my bedroom.
Was it a woman? Because
it was okay. I couldn't make out if it was a man or a woman. If I had to say, I would say it was a woman, but like there wasn't a distinct enough shape for me to.
It was the presence alone that always sat in the corner of your room in that chair.
So what happened was like I was asleep. I think how old was I? I was.
You knew they were your friends. So that was the worst thing I would say, was that you didn't have friends growing up until you get out of high school or you realize you're real friends. So it's just why I can sense the bullshittery so quickly.
Yeah.
And see, I think I just have a problem. I'm not saying either one of you are being, dishonest. I just like where. So I lived right next to a family cemetery. So like I grew up next to like the graves that like my great whatever grandfather that fought for the Union in the Civil War was buried. Like I could literally walk to his grave. And so if I didn't have any experiences like that,
graveyards are not always haunted. Actually, it's actually not common. They're not always haunted. In fact, it's not common.
The spirit is not attached to the burial site.
Yeah, but
unless maybe they were murdered like while
they were not.
Unalived. I don't know what.
But
murdered. Like,
so, for example, we have the King. Where I grew up on Long Island, we had the what is it? What's it called? Kingston Asylum. There were thousands of souls that died there, and at night, there were things on the walls like certain symbols you should not be touching, and there was things crawling out. That's why people said nope. So my friends went in there at night. They came out screaming, terrified.
Nope.
So there were certain things that you just, when it's like brutal and backstory and blood, it's highly likely it's haunted because things were just messed up. So
what's the axe murderer's house that's here?
Oh, you're talking. Oh, the Basilica axe
Basilica,
murderer.
yeah. Like you always talk about, like, oh, we should go check that. I'm like, no.
I've been there before. You can actually spend the night in the place.
Never.
I mean, I probably wouldn't do that because I feel like that's inviting something in. Like if you.
Yes, it usually is, especially if you are a non-believer. They like you guys. They like you non-believers because you are the target of them. If you're negative, they feed off your negativity.
Yeah.
You go and be like, nah, there's nothing here. and then I'd go home with some crazy possessed lady.
Well,
So-
but the thing is like where I break it down here is like I don't necessarily believe in ghosts, but I do believe in like demons and like negative like spirits like that. So
Yes.
I do generally believe like you just have to be, and that's why like my reaction to the Ouija board is like you
You
shouldn't
don't mess with
invite-
things you don't understand.
No,
Yeah.
but you
You-
can feel it on people. Like you can feel evil. Like you
Yes, you
tell.
can.
You
I-
have to be clairvoyant to feel that. Like
Well-
you
So
can be around
I
people
have
like,
like so I've run into people where I tell people like I don't like them, and they look at me like they're so nice, and like 3 weeks later, they're like, yeah, you were right. I'm like, there's just something wrong with a person that's like, no, just this. I read people very well. I talk to you for 5 or 6 seconds, for example. I can read out to you too. You guys are very easygoing. You're joyful. You have fun. You like to just be a very support wife, which you're sweet and kind, but at the same time you're reserved. He's all over the place. He is chaotic to the point that he doesn't know what's going on, but he's having fun.
Story of my life. I don't know what's happening, but I'm enjoying it.
So it varies on the situation at hand, but that's just the baseline. If I read into deeper, it just depends on it. But it's very hard to read on the camera when you can read it in person.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I am hard for this to
That's Starscream's ghost, right? That's what actually what we're all getting is, the orders being canceled because Starscream is unalived. So
yeah.
everybody with a canceled target order just now receives Starscream's
I love this.
ghost
This
instead.
is like the perfect tie-in back to toys.
Well, I was gonna say so real quick. I was gonna say that the whole closing the circle or session or whatever thing, like that's a thing because that I fully believe in. Like when we go for like walks and stuff, we always do loops. There's always a way to close that loop because I'm like, yeah, so what? We're walking in West Des Moines City on some nice trails. You don't know what's out there. And
So
close
have you
that
heard
loop.
of the avalanche? I think I'm pronouncing it wrong because Scooter's my stuttery. The Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you've heard the stories.
Maybe what story? I don't know. There's all kinds of stories, but like
So the avalanche has been around for thousands of days. Before the continents broke up, they were connected to Scotland land. They say to this day that they're the most haunted things out there because people have gone missing because they saw screams, mimics, and all those creepy things. You don't need to be a believer to know that things are haunting you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just haven't had an experience.
I know.
Someday.
That's
That's why, like, someday I'd be like, I'm gonna take you somewhere haunted just so you can
fine, we
see
can
what's
try.
like. But I don't want to because then we're gonna come home haunted. Like,
So as long as you have the protection, like sage, protect yourself, say you're not allowed to follow me, you have to be thorough, you have to stand your ground, you're fine. Nothing usually follows unless you are negative and you have something an insecurity for it to be attached to you.
Oh,
yep.
all right. Fair enough. I like that. All right.
I don't trust it. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. the
Anyway.
Cybertronic spree.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna talk.
So, I just want to show this real quick because I thought it was cool.
So we saw them last night.
Yes, not Sunday night last time. What were we doing on Sunday night that we missed
I
double
don't
D's?
know.
I just
I
cannot.
don't know.
I'm so excited for double D's. And anyway, so like we got this this was this costume matrix that was sold at like Walmart or something, right? But we had them sign it. So like we have who's on the bottom here?
RC.
Yeah, we got RC signed it, and then Soundwave and Unicron and
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. Oh, and then
I had a
Bumblebee.
chain though around, like we had gotten some like yellow chain from Lowe's,
Yeah.
so I was wearing it as a necklace during the show, and it was a great show. So shout out to Cybertronic Spree if you haven't seen them.
Yeah,
They're
but
fantastic.
yeah, now we have like a matrix of leadership signed by Cybertronic's pretty band.
Yeah.
But no, they're really cool people. I just had that sitting there because I brought it.
And
down.
then you also get a pick.
Oh yeah, they handed me because I'm very, if nobody has ever noticed, I'm very good at drawing attention to myself, in one way or another, and so it usually relates into me getting things. But I think they only handed out a couple picks.
Yeah.
But they, just like a pick with their logo on it.
Nice.
I don't know if that's
Sarah, you have a comment for you from Fanboy Prime.
Oh, that's
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, probably best not to have it. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's probably true. It's
That's
probably
true.
best that she doesn't, because
Yeah.
honestly, I would be a little afraid of what type of spiral you would go down. I could see if you actually had an experience where you're just like, oh shit, there's a ghost.
Well,
Like you would just go so deep in it. You'd be like, I didn't believe, but now I believe, and we're doing this
but
now.
I probably wouldn't think it was a ghost. I would think it was a demon.
Or
and
that,
then
or
I'm
that.
converting to Catholicism and I'm doing Latin Mass every day. So just get ready. Like that would be your life. I'm just going to tell you that's how that would work out. So
Welcome to
Richard,
the
my
party.
hopes. Yeah, welcome to our life.
yeah. Well, we got you,
Yeah.
Flip. So
Ooh, that's a good idea. I can't wait to this big Halloween episode.
oh,
Ooh, you know what?
oh yeah, we'll
We
have to
should-
talk about that our old house. Actually, that's a great yes.
Well, I was gonna say we should like try and theme it for Halloween this year.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
would happily join again just to do spooky talk again.
Yeah. Well, okay. Actually, that's a good idea because
Okay.
so you like spooky talk. Whitney, we had
Whitney
Whitney
Yard.
really is into the cryptids and stuff, and so she'd have some good stories. We should do that. We should
Yeah.
try and get like a spooky. Sorry, this is completely.
Yeah. No,
Um,
but and then we our house before this was built in 1880, and we can talk about some of the weird stuff that we saw
I
in that
mean-
house. We bring this up every now and then.
Let's see if I can find.
Yeah, if
the
you can
pictures real
find.
quick.
But while you're looking for that, do you want to spin the wheel just real quick
You
for me?
act like I can do two
I know,
internet
honey.
tab sessions at once at the same time, and it just works like magic.
Appellation.
It
that's
just
what it
works
was.
like magic.
It does work like magic. Oh, what's your biggest irrational fear? Quicksand, Bermuda Triangle, anything like that?
Darkness.
Oh,
Just darkness in general.
So, because of my sensory things and I sense things, imagine you cut my eyesight out and I can just sense everything. It's a sensory overload for me.
So do you have like night lights and stuff around the house?
I have night lights around the house. I have like dark lights and everything. Like I have a night before Christmas lamp that's just a dark light. It's not bright, but it's dark. I like the dark, but I need to see where I'm at because there's just certain things I'm just like, mm-mm. And I'm perfectly safe. I just how the veil is doesn't. Yeah.
Do you what was the thing we talked about one time? Shadow people.
Oh yeah, that was
What's your-
that was what Webby was talking about.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he joined, he was talking about how he saw shadow people.
Yeah, what's your take on shadow people?
Shadows are easy to maneuver. Actually, apparitions are harder to see. It's more like I see behind the veil. Behind the veil is more like I can tell you where they're at. I can see them. I can see almost like a more of a figure. It's very scary if you don't know what you're doing. Shadow people, it could be a bigger imagination. It can be up to something of long that's more like a routine ghost, where it's just it's like a Civil War soldier. They're so used to doing that same thing over and over and over to the point you don't know. You should I recommend if you're very interested in this, watch Ghost Hunters, especially their older stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Ghost Hunters. Like I don't know how gimmicky it really is. Ghost Hunters is one I used to watch. Like and yeah, especially their earlier stuff was more kind of
Their
Yeah,
earlier
but-
stuff is a lot better. The newer stuff
Yeah.
is like it depends.
yeah. Ghost Adventurers, on the other hand, though, those
I
are
don't like
something-
Ghost Adventures. They antagonize the ghost too many
Yeah,
times.
I don't
so
like that either.
there is something wrong with that door. There is something wrong.
Yeah,
with
like
that
here.
building.
Wait, this is nuts. Wait till you see this. Blitzwing. I got Blitzwing from Hasbro Pulse. It actually just came in today. So okay, so we lived in this house.
I owned it prior to you.
Yes, and did you see this before I pointed it out?
Yes, I saw it. Yes. I don't know. It just like this freaked you
Okay.
out for some reason.
So
It
this is
didn't
the
bother me
this
at all.
yeah this is like the freakiest thing of this house. Now I don't feel like I never had any like, oh, this feels weird like in this house, which except for down here in this weird cellar place. But like throughout the rest of the house seemed fine. Like
It's
there was
just
nothing that like
bats.
kind of freaked me out, right?
No.
But anyway, so when you're down in this basement, like and you close the door, like this is what's on the back of the door. No explanation. Okay. Like why does it say Abraham and have like a cross here? Like that's kind of like a red cross type of cross. It's not like I don't know. So
It may be a slave door.
oh.
like where they escaped and everything. They might have been a slave door, or maybe they even hid the slaves down there.
Okay.
That might be a door where they escaped, or maybe where they hid.
So as you're walking, so from the inside, right, up into like the porch. So these are like the stairs, and I don't know how we didn't notice it before.
Never noticed it.
And it wasn't until we were moving and like we painted the stuff that made it very obvious. And so yeah, you're coming up these stairs, you're like, no big deal, and then you kind of see this thing up here, right?
Which this was white before we painted it gray.
It
Yeah.
looks
Just
like claws. It looks like someone digged into the literally into.
So you're just like walking up these stairs.
Yep, it's exactly what I think it is. It's literally something was put down in the basement, and it was probably a slave back in the day, since that's around the time where slavery was still there.
Well, but this was in Iowa, so there wouldn't have been slavery there. But the judge, like the house across the street was a judge, and he freed. Like there was like the slave came from Missouri, that person.
Yeah.
And so this judge tried it and was like, no, bro, you made it to the north, like you're free. Because his like the slave owner like was trying to like sue to bring him back to the plantation.
But does this not look like, like
we couldn't
one
quite
hand,
figure
one
out-
hand, right? Like,
Are you sure that wasn't a murder case?
I mean, so there was this.
So then back down in like on the door frames, they have all this like writing, and we were never quite able to make sense of most of any of it. It's a lot of numbers.
1948, 1948.
1924.
Yeah, there's like a lot of, it seems like dates. Like this, I think is like 1928. Is that like OCT? I think like
October.
October.
So there used to be like some, what was it, like breweries? Not breweries.
Well, yeah,
but-
the guy who built the house owned a brewery, and so there were caves that we saw. There was a cave in the backyard where that was supposedly used for cold storage for his brewery stuff, and he also owned like a laundromat.
So you think this was like an old cold storage
yeah
room
Where they can hide bodies and everything.
Well,
yeah,
I mean-
probably. Yeah, but like there used to be like tunnels and stuff, and I wondered if like this wasn't always walled off like this, because the interesting thing about this room is this section right here was dirt. So the whole thing was concrete except for this section right here. And you can clearly tell there was like things, I don't know if they used to be pillars or something, right? There was something here. We were never able to quite figure it out. But it was a very bizarre.
and that picture you took makes it
room.
look even weirder.
Now, this is
That-
the wildest piece, where there is this concrete like cinder block
But this-
shower that
but-
was made.
But this isn't weird. In older houses, like it was easiest to put the plumbing.
It
for
might have
the
been a
bath-
butcher house.
Well, what's the shower isn't weird. What's weird is the red splatter on the shower.
Well, yeah, and I never noticed that before either.
Like,
Because I never used the shower. Because why would I go in the dirt basement when I had like a modern shower upstairs?
right.
I don't want to say online what it might be, but it looks like certain red that comes out of your body.
Well, right. That was right where I went to exactly. And
Yeah.
now, it wasn't the most noticeable until like you turn on all the lights and you kind of look, and then again shine like a light in it. Then it really, actually, I wish we would have got one of those UV lights at that time, because that would have told us. Because my thought was like, well, because the door,
It would have been all over the basement if you put the UV light, probably.
Yeah, so I'm probably glad we didn't. Otherwise, I've been like, we're gone now.
Well, because we would all, there's no reason to go down in the basement except I'd go down there like about once a month and sweep up all the spiders so that they didn't migrate upstairs. So
But-
Yeah.
But like the door, the black with the black on one side, red on the other. My first thought was like, oh, maybe it's red paint. But I'm like, but why would you do that? You know what I mean? If you just paint a door red, why would you then go in here and just be like, like what? I don't know. I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm not going to go any further because I watch too many crime scenes, and this looks like a crime scene of something
Doesn't
I'm going to be real with you. It does. And the energy I'm getting off of it, there's something
know.
wrong with that house.
I know. I'm telling you.
Well, okay. So the thing about the house was
but this is the thing that got me, and I just
so I owned it for, now I didn't live there. We won't go into the details on this, but like I owned the house for a few years, but I didn't live there like full time for the most part. And so, but But
Oh, okay.
but the
That's
couple-
actually something they read your comments. They might give you some tips on the mold. It might have been mold.
oh, it could have been mold.
Oh,
Yeah.
mold.
Oh,
Wait,
that would
the
make sense.
red?
Maybe.
I'm treating mold can turn pinkish in color.
Oh,
But like all streaky like that?
that's possible. So but the house, so the people that I bought it from, that couple, they only owned it for like a couple of years. And then the people before them, like nobody really owned the house for more than a handful of years, like maximum 5 before it was sold to sort of the next owners. Now, there's a lot of reasons why that could be. It was a huge old house and it required a ton of work and whatnot. And you know, the neighborhood fluctuated in niceness over time and the rest of the surroundings there. But it was certainly had a lot of owners in a short period of time.
I just don't like the house. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you more than
Yeah,
that.
me either.
Yeah.
That's why we don't live there anymore.
I would totally still be living there.
I know
if
you
it
would
wasn't
have.
for oh, that was some of your engineering.
My engineering. I'm pretty good at making cardboard inventions. But no, yeah, that's where we can never quite figure out what
because it could have gone to the cave or some other sort of like cold storage or something.
Like what there it seemed like a lot of dates.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
That's just freaky.
I wish and we tried looking it up to see if there was like anything we could come up with. Like, yeah, that looks like
Did people go missing in that town back in the day?
Well, it was a river town,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
like
it's Dubuque, Iowa. So you're right on the Mississippi. It's the oldest town west of the Mississippi. It was founded by French fur traders. Eventually, I think, founded by French fur traders. I don't know if it was ever under Spanish control, but people fluctuate and people disappear like on the river. It's just, I don't know. It's a thing. Yeah, like that one actually. There's still like a missing persons case. What was that one bar that we would walk that was across the street from them? I don't remember, but anyway.
So JMJ said, yeah.
In the old days, people that worked in coal mines would enter the basement through that door and use that shower.
I mean,
there weren't coal. Well, there were mines. There was the mines of Spain. They were mining for lead. They were lead mines because they were mining
lead,
for like bullets that they would make.
Oh wait, we talked about blitzwing.
Yeah, we talked about blitzwing. Yep. So we are all over that.
Ghosts aren't real, and neither are birds. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Oh. D. Blake also has been on our show here. D. Blake makes some great signs. I don't know if you can see.
Nope, it's actually right behind the mic.
Okay. All right. Anyway, if you need a really cool sign, he makes the cool signs.
D. Blake's got your back.
D. Blake makes.
Sorry, but actually, so this is why you said I could. Yeah. So this is not the house that we currently live in. This was the one prior to.
No, Rob made me move.
But actually though, if we did still live there, I'd be like, yeah, you can stay here, and then like show them pictures of that. Actually, that's what we deserve. Every time you offer the guest room to somebody, be like, yeah, here's what it looks like. Here's your personal, you got your own personal bathroom. Like, no. So no, I think there's something up with that house, and I don't know, man. Like,
so you said you saw some weird things. Is that the weird things you were talking about?
No, not in that house. Like the basement did give weird feeling vibes. The rest of the house didn't, but like.
We just had a weird neighbor. There was some sort of weird domestic thing with a neighbor where the wife and 2 children disappeared.
That had nothing to do with the house.
But that had nothing to do with the house, and we really thought that maybe
they didn't actually disappear. We found out later they moved.
But
but why we don't know.
For several months we thought maybe something happened.
They were unalived.
But they showed up again at some point and then disappeared again.
And if the seller was
that's what I just said. Like it might have been meat, but it's just the splashing what doesn't make sense.
That's 'cause I don't know. That's what just
I never know.
That's the one thing that still gets me because like let's say so now maybe this is just me being weird, but I'm like if I was doing something with meat or coal or I just feel like I would have cleaned it a little better. I don't know, right? Like I don't know. So I think that combined with the claw marks is what I'm just like it's weird, right? Okay, so maybe you can explain the shower, right? But then you're like, but how do you explain the claw marks? And like when you combine the two together, it gets a little strange. I don't know. Just my thought.
So similar to the Amityville house.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it was a raccoon. Maybe it was
It could have
Jimothy.
been.
Maybe
It could have been.
They
It
could be
could've been.
anything.
that
They could be
idiot
anything.
dumb raccoon that everybody's all about. I don't know why you didn't bring down
Oh,
your
I don't know why I didn't bring down Jimothy.
stupid Jimothy.
Whitney did, felting,
Needle
and
felting.
needle felting, and she made a little felted needle Jimothy, and he's like the greatest thing ever.
It's dumb.
It's so great. You're just a fun hater.
You know, I'm actually not a fun hater. I don't
Oh, are you
understand.
talking about the raccoon that's got skinny legs and
Yeah,
it's
the short
fat?
spine
He
raccoon.
hates this raccoon.
I don't understand why people are obsessed with a defective
Because it's
raccoon.
different. It's different. People like the different stuff.
Says
don't
the
know.
man with a ravage on your head. You tell me.
Yeah, Ravage is cool. Said he gets genetically defective raccoon, and everybody's just like, "Ugh." I've seen all kinds of short spined animals. That's my problem. Is I'm like, this isn't new. It happens.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Oh man.
You
oh,
can
man.
like Jim if you want. I don't care, but I just think you're dumb for it. Just kidding. Or am
Oh.
I? I don't know.
No one knows.
What are we doing now?
We're going to do another wheel
You want to
question.
do another real
Yeah,
question?
yeah.
Okay. If you want.
Yes.
That one led us down a weird path.
It did. I like it. I'm here for it. Oh, here we're gonna come back to toys and Transformers. If you were a Beast Wars character, what would your Beast alt mode be?
I have to think about it because I have a lot of different animals I want to be. I would say a Brachiosaurus.
Oh. Any
Big-
particular reason?
I'm tall. I'm big. I could sit on you.
I mean, that's a solid reason. I'd go a little more whimsical with it. I'd actually go Beast Wars 2. Like, I would get some type of or Beast Wars Transmetal, and it'd be like some type
If
of.
I have to choose a domestic animal, I'll still be a giraffe. I'll still sit on you.
I like this strategy. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be big and plop right on you.
I would go like a pegacorn, but like a mechanical pegacorn. You know, like the Beast Wars Transmetal.
Obnoxious.
Yeah.
Obnoxious.
That's what I would do.
No, that's good.
Do you have an answer?
I have no answer.
Oh.
I have no answer for this.
You'd be.
Or a Metasaurus. What is the whale shark? The Menosaurus? That would be a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
I
That'd
would
be
be
good.
really fun. Like I'm in water and it's based off mostly water. I would suck on land, but in water. Bye.
Ooh, speaking of water things, are you in on the whale wave, the fan vote, shockwave whale character?
I actually want to get it because
Okay.
I'm a big ocean fan.
Yeah.
Before I became a dog groomer, I wanted to be a marine biologist or a seal trainer. So anything with ocean like stuff, I'm like, I need it. I have more of those. What is the shark character's name? I'm like, it's a long
Skybite?
day. Skybite. I have
Yeah.
a big skybite over there. I'm like, it's a shark. It's a shark transformer. So
Are you sticking to the name, or which side of the fence are you on with the naming convention of whale wave or shock whale? There's
whale
only
wave.
one.
Whale
Okay,
wave.
all right.
Whale wave. I'm sorry. It's got whale and it's wave. It's
Yeah.
better. It rhymes.
I started calling it whale wave out the gate. I like to pretend like I coined the term, and everybody was like, "No, shock whale," and I was like, "No, whale wave."
But if you're water based, you can't sit on people. No, but if you literally are there, I can jump and splash and plop. You're still gonna get, and you're in the water, so I just eat you.
Okay. So this is a very personal question. You can decline to say this, but I can't remember how tall you are, and so I
I'm
just
5'5".
Okay, so you are a shorter person, and so maybe like this desire to be like this tall creature. is, like,
It's why I wear heels. Yes.
this is where this is coming from. Got it.
Says the one that's got a ravage on his head.
Symbiote Studios.
I love them so much. I have
Yeah.
I have Bumblebee, I have Hot Rod, I have Soundwave, I have Optimus, I have Grimlock. I have a bunch of them.
I did not know that this place existed until it just popped up when I was looking at San Diego stuff, and I saw this.
Oh, they had a blue
And-
Grimlock. I was like, yes.
I know, like there, and so I said, "Hey, if you ever want to give me something,
Just
go
start buying you those.
get those Dinobots. I'd take a set of the Dinobots.
All right. All right.
But, did you see they're making a Grimlock hand puppet though?
I did. I'm not
Yeah.
interested in that. I want the
Oh, man.
plushy Dinobots.
See,
I-
Mhm.
I want the-
Someone I know that's personally would want the hand puppet as they're running around with their head chopped off, but that's about it.
See, I want the puppet because I'm gonna do some weird stuff with that. Like we're gonna make
Yes.
some weird puppet content.
Yep. Yep.
I
mean,
could just see you like with your toys, just like, hi,
Yep.
how are you?
I have. She got me a slowpoke
Yes.
puppet, and we tried to do this thing that was drunk puppetry. I called it drunk puppetry, and it was like these like just very sad little messages, and nobody was into it, so it only didn't go very far.
No.
But maybe we'll try to
we can
revitalize
revive it.
at some time.
And D. Blake also was going around a convention and
Oh, yeah,
showed
that's right, you
some
got your
puppets.
dumb
So
puppet.
I got he picked up some puppet from me. I can't remember.
There
what
are
it's called.
certain puppets that are just weird looking. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, because have you ever seen Angel back in the day?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and you have Angel.
Yeah.
There was an episode where Angel got turned into a puppet.
Oh, I don't recall that one.
It was a
Huh.
weird episode, but basically, I don't remember the entire episode because I was like, nope, I'm done. I don't like puppets. With the kids, they would touch the screen, they would smile and freeze like puppets.
Oh.
And then when it happened to Angel, he got turned into a puppet. You can look it up. I'm not
Oh.
making this shit up.
Yeah, I'll check it out. No, it reminds me of, I don't know if you ever played the game or are familiar with it. Control. Okay, so
That's a cool.
it's a real,
game.
yeah, they're coming out with a sequel, but in Control they had these like little they had these like little TV episodes, and they were really like sad, dark, demented, like done with kind of like puppets or like stick
figures.
stick type, like drawings on sticks. I don't know, like it just they were meant to like teach like lessons like in the game for like why this place existed like within the game. I don't know how to
But
quite
that-
explain it, but no, like, and that just like really hit, and I was like, oh, we should do some really sad, depressing puppetry. Like,
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
funny.
But nobody was interested.
But the game is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was very neat.
I'll look into
Mhm.
it. So,
If you like, it's like a third person action adventure type of game, but
yeah.
it's got a very good kind of supernatural type of vibe to it.
Mhm.
Have
So-
you guys seen the show Supernatural with Dean and Sam?
I love Supernatural. She's
I
not,
love Super. I have it tattooed on my body, the anti-possession dog, because I was like, I am not getting possessed. I'm getting this tattoo. So I was like, yes.
But no, that so this one here was very sheltered when it came
Yeah.
to like movies, TV shows, and stuff. And so actually until we got together, she'd never seen any Marvel movie, any DC movie, like anything, right? And so like we did a lot of catching up, but there's a backlog of stuff that I'm
There's an
making
infinite
her
backlog.
making her watch, and
So
Supernatural.
she's a Castiel. So she's a Castiel.
The way?
She's a Castiel, where he was an angel that didn't see a bunch of things until
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
boys introduced things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So yeah, we'll
We'll
get
get that
we'll get
someday.
the Supernatural someday. It's good. I like it. What else we got? You want to do?
Yeah, let's do one more question, and then we will plug all your stuff and all that. So let's see.
Ye-
Let's see if this one. Oh, okay. So someone found your collection 100 years from now. What would it tell them about you?
Chaos. I'm just chaos. Pure chaos.
I mean, it's true. I mean, if somebody that same thing, if somebody found that, actually be like chaos and cowgirls.
What is this?
I'll be like chaos. Definitely a male. No, I'm a female.
No.
I just because I'm into a lot of male stuff. Therefore, they'll assume I'm a male.
You know, this is a conversation I think we've been having a little bit with some people recently about female collectors or like females like in kind of like the space, and I did not realize it was so unbalanced, mostly because like I just got pretty active in it recently, but when we've been to TF cons in the past, like there seems to have been like a good like representation of like women there, and so I was kind of surprised that I don't know that
Yeah, like TFCon, both times we went to TFCon in Chicago, lots of women there, and then BotCon this year, like still it was a good ratio. It was still a little
Yeah,
bit more men than
so-
women, but it wasn't totally
So so Transformer Prime, Transformer Anime, and a bunch of other stuff brought into the female. I don't know if you guys went on DeviantArt, but growing up, everybody was on fanfiction.net or DeviantArt, and I have met more people on fanfiction.net and DeviantArt than I have ever before. Nowadays, it's more like archives. You find them there; they're very niche. You got Coda, you got web, some sort of other writing fan fiction website, but we do exist. We just hide in our little hole, and we don't want to be bothered, and we just want to enjoy our favorite things like a Starscream figure.
yeah.
interesting.
But like I don't know, like I just but it seems like, and I don't know if you have this similar experience, and but you know the Soph Glex is who we're talking to last,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you know she was kind of saying that like she gets a lot of like, I don't know if hate is the right word, but like a lot of like,
Oh my god,
like
you're a
is
girl
that
that's
really
into
your
Transformers.
collection, or like yeah,
Yeah.
are you real like I
Is
mean
that yours, or is
yeah,
that, you know,
type of
your
stuff, and
dad's or your boyfriend? Like she's gotten a lot of that. Do you get that sort of stuff?
I have not yet.
okay.
It's more like, oh my god, you're a girl. I get that a lot. Oh my god, you're in Transformers.
Well, hopefully it stays positive for you, because like,
Yeah.
I find it unfortunate because I'm like, I don't know
That's
if I
not very nice
Yeah.
to question
Yeah.
somebody like that.
yeah 'cause I'm just-
It's I probably have, but sometimes I just ignore the negativity and
Yeah.
just let it goes over my head.
Yeah.
So I try to keep a positive temperament. When you're negative so much, I'm like, no, I don't need that in my life. I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. You can hate me all you want. I'm going to still do what I'm doing while you sit in your corner
Yeah.
complaining.
Well, I am a boss level troll, and if you ever need anybody to troll people that are trying to troll you, let me know. Like
I will, Rob.
He will jump in and be like, nah. Okay, so to bring it back to Ghosts, is he had somebody, like, he normally will make like comments, like if somebody says something negative, he's like, well, that's not what your mom said last night. And so he'll go like that way. And there was a guy who he said, well, the joke's on you, my mom's dead. And you said,
that must have been why she ghosted me last night or this morning. And he was like, okay, you got me there.
Yeah. So you
and then
out-trolled him.
but he started following me too, you know, like, you know.
Well, it's a trolling success story.
But I don't know, like I know everybody says like don't feed the trolls, but I'm like, I like to feed the trolls.
There are some good trolls where you can have fun and everything, and you got the bad ones.
Yeah.
You're always, in every continuity, in every fandom, you're always going to get those bad apples.
Yep.
So
I don't know. I have what's actually really funny is I'm quicker to respond to the negative comments than I am the positive one. like I'll be like, oh yeah, like people be like, oh, those are great photos, or like that's funny, thanks for making, or whatever, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, you're cool, bro. But then somebody will come in and just be like, I hate that this showed up in my feed, and I'm like, instant response. I'm like, oh, okay, let's talk. Let's see what you got going on.
So my favorite one these days, the only thing I have to complain, there's this one video that's been blowing up on my Instagram. I'm like, I don't know how, but it is. It's one where I said, get out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like, that video.
Yeah.
So I've been getting a lot of people complaining in the comics. I had to stop reading it because it just kept blowing up.
Yeah.
So I do check on it occasionally to see if it makes sure it stays calm and everything else and see what it is. But a lot of the times they're complaining about, well, you know, if you know Transformers, you wouldn't just watch the Bayverse. So the story behind that is that I like Bayverse. I do. I like Transformer lore. I enjoy the lore. My favorite my favorite Transformer is the Lambo twins, Sunstreaker and Sideswipe. You're gonna laugh at this, but when I was introduced, it was a fan fiction, and I was reading into it, and it was actually really, I don't remember what the story was called, but the characters themselves were well developed. You get to know the characters. So fan fiction taught me a side of, I got to know the characters as I just kept reading different parts. And I finally was able to get a picture of the characters really well. I was like, oh my God, this is really good. So it became after the twins. Then it became Ratchet and Wheeljack. I feel like they're an old married couple, even though they're just best friends. Okay, I'm just saying that. I don't ship them. I just say they're like, that's your best friend, but it's like you got bromance going
Yeah.
on, like
Right.
Rodimus Drift. So that's what I think. They're just an old buddies that been they're alive too long. And they're like, fuck this.
Yeah. No, that is.
Yeah. So like,
Fanfiction was basically my introduction mostly to Transformers. It started off with Powerpuff Girls, and then I just got into Transformers, and I just sucked further.
That's funny.
that is very actually that just takes me back to the Cybertronic spree again. Like, I wonder if there's something there with Powerpuff Girls and Transformers because
Oh no.
you know, on the Cybertronic spree, their drumhead is like the
Oh.
power. It's like the Powerpuff Girls font that says like Cybertronic spree.
I don't remember if you noticed, but Fusion Fall was my favorite game growing up, including Toontown. So with Fusion Fall, I shipped hard. That's why I got into fanfiction, was because of Blossom and Dexter. And I was like, yes, they're both smart and redheads. And I was like, yes. So I just kept going there. And then I clicked on Twilight. Don't ask me. I don't want to talk about it. It was a dark hole of like my sins. And then I went into Transformers. And then I just died. And I've been in there ever since.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It's
just
I mean,
one fandom leads to the other, and then you find the one that just like you're set in.
I don't know. I still consider myself like a shitty Transformers fan because I don't really know a lot of the lore. I always have to look stuff up because one, my brain doesn't hold all that information.
I research, so when I do my fun facts, I actually research, and I even read the comics because sometimes the comics give you information you don't know.
Yeah.
So I actually read everything thoroughly to like, this is an interesting topic. This is interesting. Let me put it in the video.
Yeah.
So if you have comments and fun facts, let me know, and I will happily use it in my videos.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I always go out to like TF Wiki or Chris McFeely. He does really good like, basics, and I'm like, that's what I need. I need like some basics, like, you know, because like I like toys, I like cartoons, I like the movie. You know, I like the stuff, right? But I don't retain all the character lore. I just can't. I don't know.
I get obsessed with, like I said, it's the ADHD brain. I get so obsessively into it that I'm like, I just store it in my brain, and like a couple weeks later, I'm like, this is what I know.
But that's what I think we were talking last week or week before. And I was like, you know, what I need is like one character to just learn all this stuff about.
And that's going to be Sea Spray.
It'll probably be Sea Spray.
It'll be Sea Spray.
Because you just don't like Sea Spray.
Okay, I don't have a problem with the character. I just think the name.
I have a Sea Spray figure someone gave me.
Yes.
It's the blocky version. Do you have the blocky one?
The blocky one. Blocky.
Blocky has a Sea Spray. I can go grab it right now.
Oh, Blocky's at a Sea Spray?
You want to see it?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hold on, let me go grab
I'm gonna
it.
have to hunt that one down. We should just awkwardly sit in silence.
Yeah, we
just
definitely
like,
should just.
It's like we're just gonna put this on pause. Where's our Jeopardy music?
Do, 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 do.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
No,
good. No, we're one. So
it flew. But look.
Oh,
Beachcomb. Sorry, Beachcomb. Sorry.
Oh,
Beachcomber. Yeah. She also hates Beachcomber.
Yeah, I don't like that name either. There's just something about the names that just don't. They don't do it for me. I have nothing against the bot.
You know,
It's
I
just
bet
the
it.
name.
I bet it's all the mini bots. I wonder if we like Power Glide. How do you feel about Power Glide?
Oh, I don't like that name. I don't hate it as much as Sea Spray and the one we just said.
Beachcomber.
Beachcomber really does get me.
Beachcomber is right here. He's your arch enemy.
Yeah. See, I like Beachcomber too. I don't know. Actually, I should see how many Beachcomber.
Oh, yeah,
but anyway, that's what we started at TFCon, was like collecting Sea Spray.
You mean
BotCon.
BotCon.
Collecting. Sorry, we were talking about TFCon earlier. Yeah, BotCon was finding Sea Spray figures. So I had the one, and now I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No.
I'm
So
surprised you're not into Nautica because she was a submarine.
aren't they making a figure?
Yes, they are. They have another one previously, but they're coming out with a Studio Series version, which I plan on hunting that one down.
Nice.
Yeah. What is did they do a toy of the previous one? I can't remember.
They did do a Nautica before, yes. I just don't remember what studio, what version toy line it was.
Titan's Return. Looks like. Just gonna load JPEG Nautica.jpg blank.
So
I don't know.
Friend of the show, Rick Alvarez, as we're talking about some of these things. So he has a toy store, framing shop, sells comics and whatnot. This weekend in Massachusetts, they are doing a show. I was watching his video where he actually has a lot of like prototypes because he used to work for Hasbro.
Mhm.
So on Saturday, you'll be able to see all of these like prototypes in, I can't remember if it's bot mode, like, but then then everything was going to be transformed for Sunday. So you'd still see the same bots, but just transformed into their alt modes.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This one doesn't do it for me.
So
I
if
might
you're in the
try it out, though.
Northeast, check out Rick's.
Yeah.
I know Jackpot will be going.
I'm excited about this one though. I think
That
this
one
looks
I've been
pretty
very excited.
cool. Yeah. I do like this one. And I don't do a lot
Sarah used to live in a murder house. You can't expect her to like whimsical robot names.
That's true. It's true.
But anyway,
Anyway.
good times. Good times.
Oh, yep, exactly. See?
But yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
looking.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to Nautica. I'm looking forward to Whale Wave. Thank
Whale
you.
Wave.
I'm gonna keep that now.
So much better.
Start saying shock whale.
So Cheyenne, do you want to tell everybody how they can find you, follow you, along with, so that Rob can just start spamming the chat here with your URLs on top of having the QR code up in the corner?
Yes. So I am on TikTok and I'm on Instagram, and in a couple months I'll be running my own YouTube channel. So I have not set that one up, but in the future it will be posted on my other two social media.
Very cool. Very cool.
So there's a link for Instagram, and I'm slow here. I couldn't find it.
No, you're good.
I
You're
put them
good.
in a different spot.
So
In case you're lazy don't want to see any QR code, look at this magic.
Yep.
Magic links.
we meet you where you are with
Yeah.
links, QR code, whatever you need.
If you
So-
need it sent in like a paper envelope, I'll mail it to you. Whatever.
Just send us what you need. But thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure chatting with you. I loved all the weird tangents. This just met all my needs.
Yep.
All of them.
I'm glad. I like to see myself as a unique person that just has a variations of different genres.
This was so good. So next Tuesday, we are having your friend and our new friend here, Dan Gottlieb, is going to be our guest. So if you're not familiar with Dan, he's wonderful. He is a man. He is a true Renaissance man. He has done all the things.
Yeah.
So I look forward to him talking about everything he does, which includes voice acting and comics. So really excited to have him on next week. But thank you again for joining us. We will see you all next Tuesday.
And tell your mom I said hi.